Yo, Mechee. Let's talk about it. This is D from San Antonio, Texas. What's up with you, number one? No disrespect. I just wanted to get this off my chest. And hopefully you can help me out with this because you was a devoted Christian for years before you stopped. Cool. I understand why. But you claiming that you God, but if I shoot you, not that I would. Never in a million years would I shoot you or anybody. But you know that if I shoot you from head to toe, you was gonna die and you're not coming back 3 days later. You do know that. But you're God, right? Now, does it make sense to die while you're on earth, as in you're not immortal? It doesn't make sense because at one point in time we was immortal. One point in time we was in a better place. We wasn't wise or anything, but we was very pure. And something took us from that state, Mechee. I think you know who. Because if you understand what's going on, like in Revelations, it talks about how big pharma, Pharma Sutra is gonna trick the whole world. Talks about the man of sin. Now, we're gonna talk about sin. We gonna get to it, man. We gonna get to it. We gonna get to it. All right. Why do our DNA is why is our DNA twisted up, or our blood? But at first we didn't have blood because at one point in time we was very similar to God. Now we're not because the entity fell down and corrupted us, Mechee. And under the circumstances of what's going on today, if you don't know, I can tell you, found out, talk about mark of the beast, talk about computer chips they want to put in your skin. But first it was denying years ago. Now they doing it now. Oh, but our God's a bitch and he doesn't exist. But he's telling you everything was going on. Ha. He's telling you what everything was going on before it happens. So your bitch ass won't be so scared, so worried, so freaked out. Because if you think you God, fuck a spaceship, disappear into another state of reality and live there while the end times happen. Hell, take people with you because I want to go. I don't want to be here. You want to talk about responsibility and how we take no responsibility for ourselves. That's funny because don't we go to hell for our sins? If you don't, it's really if you don't believe in Jesus, that's like a big time you're going to hell. Even the Hebrews in Israel, when Jesus come back for us, dead or alive, the Hebrews is still going to be stuck in Israel. Like what happened? And then they will have to be forced to believe in Jesus before they get into heaven. Now, Mechee Green, how many Mechee X, how many times did Israel get invaded, get taken over by foreign entities, foreign lands, stuff like that? Because Africa is not our homeland, it's Israel, but that's not really for black people, it's for everybody. Because the original people was one. But you talk about Jesus a bitch, but let me beat you, whip you, put you on a cross, stab you on your side. You come back 3 days later. Let your blood cure my diseases while I'm stabbing you and you change a whole entity of white people from being a bunch of fucking pagans to believers. better believers than us half the time, as you know. Um, yeah, it's talk about we should be going into battle, but it should be a spiritual battle. Prayers do a lot, Mechee. It really do. I really can't explain it because my brain is super small compared to what I really want to say. But I have had prayers that work for me instantly. I have had other people prayers, that work instantly. It wasn't how I wanted, how they wanted it. It wasn't a steak dinner, but it was food nonetheless. It was food nonetheless. Now, Joe Biden is forcing people to be vaccinated, Mechee, and soon you ain't gonna be able to go into no store, buy or sell until you get vaccinated. What did that sound like to you, Mechee? I guess it does. Jesus doesn't exist, and none of this stuff is real, right? Right? No, stupid. I don't know what you smoking on, but I'm smoking on some good over here with that dumb shit you talking about. You so angry at individual sins. But if the book doesn't say what other people's doing, who fault is you getting mad at something? It's not the religion people fault, the Bible fault. You getting mad of individual people's sins, which is a lie. I know I'm not shit, and I know I'm a sinner. You claiming you God and everything. How? Cause you can't create by yourself. Can't make another planet, golf world, and bring people with you. Fuck a spaceship. Use your knowledge by yourself to make tech what you can, but we don't have the knowledge. God didn't give us the knowledge like that to create, build in something incredible. We don't got it like that. Sorry. Some people do. It's just not you and me. Um, the things people do as sins, the Bible's is against, Mechee. And I'm pretty sure Jesus wanted mine. People taking out pedophiles when you know they ain't gonna change or get right, regardless. They talking about people being footstools, and that's dumb as fuck because at the beginning everybody was even. Till the fall happened, till an entity came onto this world and took us from that state. But you're a Christian and you should know this. And this has to be true because when you die, you're not coming back as another person. You're not going to be in your own heaven. None of that. None of that. All these motherfuckers into our ancestors and all that. Why you think we've been cursed for 5 on and off, on and off, on and off, hundreds of years on and off? It's because shit like that satanic shit, claiming you're God and yada yada, when you're not at all. Because if you got, bring that to the test. Shoot yourself in the foot, then heal yourself like that. Touch yourself and heal yourself. Boom. It's not gonna work. Sorry. You don't got it like that. But you got though. Okay. You changed your life because you changed your life and it was that time for it. Knowledge is power most of the time. Then knowledge can fuck you up too and get you addicted. Knowledge is power, and that's how you got successful, because your knowledge or the times was changing, and voila, success. Everybody is not a great person and can be a great person. And people do blame demon. Cause you know what? Everybody got demons. What are you talking about? Cause that shit from slavery should still go on to this day. You talk about hangings and yada yada. Have you ever heard of epigenetics? How some people can remember past events that didn't happen to them, but happened to their genetics, to their genes. But you tripping. You calling Jesus a bitch. Let 10 to 7 white people jump on you. Let your own kind spit in your face, beat your ass, put you on a cross. What and God's is waiting for you to say when, cause he can get after him. He can get after him. And you say you want to forgive them, you don't know not what you do, because the fallen entity that brought us to this state of reality wanted unforgiveness to happen, or me and you wouldn't be here right now, baby. It was black and white people that spit in Jesus' face, not just one or the other. Oh, but yo, none of that exists though, huh? But Mechee Green, Mechee asks, can you explain? Can you explain in the Samaritan? Can you explain how the 666 world system is here now? Was 1,000 years ago, and the people was doing 1,000 years ago was satanic fucks, just like the people who's doing it now. Explain that, please. I want to know. But the Bible doesn't exist. How about people faith like that doesn't exist? How about people got to get right? Which you was saying that you was talking a lot of positive about ways we should get right as the church being stable of the community, because they not you right. All these 50c3 churches, so yeah, they probably be not even talking about the shit I'm talking about now. You're right. You're right. But you got all that anger because of demons and or the devil and or yourself. All of it plays a factor in what an individual feel and do. All of that. Because if you do have an entity on you, because you acting like demons don't exist, that's crazy. When an entity do fall upon you, it's nothing you can do about it, and no pharmaceuticals can help. That person's just fucked, right? Because obviously the God inside them can't help them at that point of time, getting that demon off their ass. So what do you think? They need some type of force to help them. Because if you're saying God not real, all this stuff I'm saying about 666, mark of the beast, the devil taking over, that means nobody's gonna save us. How can we save ourselves when the people act like fucking ants on TV programming and other shit? How? But other than that, you is right about a lot of shit about the black man, about the right man. You are right at the higher levels of the society, because I honestly feel if it's any white people hanging anybody, 9 out of 10 it was I feel it's FBI, CIA, because they've been caught doing racist shit like that. It's just like that boy that shot everybody at the church. The police officers took him to Burger King. How the fuck did we know about this? Huh? It was to make us mad. It was to make us depressed. It was make us a lot of things, but it's proof that the FBI was involved. Just like the FBI was involved in Malcolm X and Martin Luther King's assassination. In Martin Luther King's assassination, it was always black people in front, and it was always white people in the back shooting them to make it seem like, oh, the black people portray their own, which they do every fucking day due to popularity and other shit. But you're right, though. But you're wrong as fuck. You called you, you called my God a what? Who is disrespectful for me coming out my mouth? So God, please forgive me from the bottom and the top of my heart. But you call God a what? But who else is telling you things before it happened? Told you about the Vatican. Told you about it was pedophilia networks thousands of years ago. We forgive Mechee because the anger and the hatred would kill us. And we let God take care of the problem because, like I said, all this evil and bad shit in the world and how evil is so strong and can do so much shit, it has to be an entity to save us. It has to be. Mechee. I love the shit you talk about, nonetheless, because you do talk about real shit. But you be wrong as fuck, though. And it's not my opinion, because the shit in Revelation is happening now. You won't have to explain that. Explain it. The reason why women become hoes, because that's what guys want. Soon as guys change their conception of what they want, the majority will change. So it's actually a mirrorization of what another person feel, doing, or want. Hebrew Israelites talking all that nasty shit about being footstools. That's crazy, but in the beginning, everything was even before the fall of man. But a couple of people from history and of the Bible didn't feel like that. It was this dude named, I don't know if it was Imhotep, but it was basically Joshua in the Bible, and he kept his women even to what he was. He didn't hurt or disrespect or go overboard with his women, and I'm pretty sure his women didn't do the same for him. And that was the slave that got sold by this brother, been through hell to get on top. Just like us, baby. But just like how FBI bring the drug culture in the movies, or we do too. But how the trend started. Just like now, black people killing each other. How did the trend start? Really, I want to say California, but it started California, but Chicago, it was all on the internet, and police wasn't doing their job. Or the yeah, because Democrat community is hellholes for the most part. All that shit, all that violence you seen on the internet of people killing each other, kids doing this, it was to promote violence for other kids doing it on the internet. They couldn't put it on television. So other kids all around the United States was doing it. the negative vibe of music that's played is not by the verbs but the sound can cause this over time. It's very easy to do it instead of a positive frequency in the airwaves that would cause the opposite effect no matter what you say. Or it wouldn't even sound right. You put in negative lyrics on a positive frequency. It would sound weird because I was putting positive lyrics on a negative frequency and it was like the words and shit sounds nice, but it was weird. It didn't go together. But bye, Mechee. I hope you see this video. And I got the kittens. I got the kittens. I got the kittens. Bye, dummy.